the night. We burn through the night.
All right, so apparently it's that time of year again. That's right, because today someone stepped out of their home, they looked to the heavens, and they shouted, Kathleen Kennedy is gone from Star Wars. No matter how many times it gets shouted, and it's almost shouted as often as Alex Kurtzman has been removed from Star Trek. And look, we've got way too many of those terrible, terrible Starfleet Academy trailers to, really want to be investing in this like it's early 2000s Bitcoin. It just seems like no matter how many times this beast has been slain, like any good horror movie monster akin to Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees, the evil survives to terrorize us again and again and again. But I guess hope it springs eternal. And thus, according to reporting from that Park Place and our good friend Marvin Montanaro from the M4 Empire, citing work from Matthew Filoni of Puck News, Dave Filoni and Lynwen Brennan are poised to take over leadership at Lucasfilm, making this the most significant shift in power since Disney acquired Star Wars. On paper, this may look like a long-awaited correction, but I offer this question. Is this the beginning of a recovery or the death rattle of irrelevance? See, Filoni has oftentimes been framed as the heir to George Lucas, the keeper of the lore, the continuity, the community, and the myth. But that reputation comes with baggage. Because, some of the most egregious creative failures have happened on his watch. And he deserves scrutiny, not blind faith. But, let's be honest, under Filoni's creative influence, we have also seen a vexing and persistent shift of OG characters diminished, sidelined, and or recontextualized, while the Filoni characters, they're elevated and protected. Luke has been restrained, legacy heroes deconstructed, and the emotional center of the galaxy, it keeps shifting towards Filoni's own creations. So this raises the next question, and I think it's a fair one. Is Filoni capable of restoring Star Wars, or is he too invested in shaping it around himself? But, again, to be fair, and fairness matters here, we also have to ask, was Filoni acting out of desperation? Was this an attempt to build a tether between old Star Wars and new Star Wars, while operating under a leadership culture that was openly scornful of George Lucas's vision and disdained everything that the OG trilogy stood for? I mean, the Fempress, she was hostile to the legacy characters, especially Luke. She was hostile to Lucas. She was hostile to the mythic structure that built the franchise. And most of all, she was hostile towards the male fan base that turned it into a billion-dollar empire worth more than the GDP of Barbados and Fiji. So, maybe, just maybe, Filoni wasn't undermining Star Wars. Maybe he was trying to save what he could, quietly, imperfectly, and under constraint. Or, there's another possibility, and the fans are right to worry about it. Without Lucas's direct supervision, with an increasing emphasis on mysticism, witches, abstract, force-free interpretations, influences Filoni has openly embraced. Yas, Queen, yas. Oh, God. The power of one, the power of two, the power of many. Are we headed for more of the same? Just under a friendlier face and a black hat. Less discipline, more indulgence, and was replaced by vibes. Yas, vibes. Ugh. So, as we bring this to a close, no, the verdict isn't in yet. But trust has not been restored either. Filoni, he owns this moment. And if this era does not course correct the canon, find a way to restore respect to the legacy, and rebuild the magic of the myth, well, then Star Wars won't fade like a ghost in the night because the fans are too harsh. It'll fade away because there was no more room for A New Hope.
From the ink of the comics to the glow of the tube, every twist, every turn keeps us locked in the groove. TV's flashing neon, check the microphone. We're the speakers of subjects, the kings of the code. Raise the voice.